Hi, my name is Gary Lanham, and I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker at the Fort Lauderdale Beach office. And you know, I work for Coldwell Banker, which is the largest brokerage in the United States, and there are offices everywhere. I started my business in real estate 18 years ago, and I went with a boutique agency because I knew the broker, and I'm still very good friends with that man, Carl Marzola. He's a great realtor, and he taught me a lot. But as I look back at what has happened in our marketplace and how the big players have only gotten bigger, and I look at the numbers that Coldwell Banker has, and we're now #1 broker in the state of Florida, I would encourage new realtors to go with the bigger company. Go with a company where there's market share, where you have a referral network already in place. You don't have to work so hard and trudge that road to difficulty so much. If I can help you in you making the decision and where you should place your real estate license, give me a call. If you're a realtor and you want to improve your market penetration, give me a call. Coldwell Banker has taught me how to farm better. They taught me how to use amazing high technology tools that I simply didn't have access to. And they've given me the confidence as a result of that market share to continue to grow my business. Is now a good time to become a realtor? Well, I think the answer is a resounding yes. But before we go back into that topic, I want to tell you I've got all kinds of real estate videos trying to help realtors, my colleagues, and people interested in real estate. And they can be located on the YouTube channel, Gary Lanham Group, South Florida. When you go to YouTube, you'll find about 350 videos. So please feel free to browse that library and learn as much as you can and ask me any questions because I'm happy to help. So back to the topic. Is now a good time to be a realtor? Again, I think it's a resounding yes. And the reason I believe so is that houses are sold and bought all the time, despite any economic condition. So yes, it's true we have a lot of realtors. In fact, since 2021, Gold Coast schools have gotten pretty rich as far as educating new realtors. And with that education, it adds realtors to the pool of agents representing both buyers and sellers. That does help the profession because the more realtors there are, it helps raise the professionalism because it makes veteran realtors keep up with their education, keep up with the technology, and keep up with their social networking. Because after all, realtors are basically servant leaders. And servant leaders are here in business to help other people. And if you remember the Dale Carnegie quote, the more people you help, the more people that will help you. I think that's very true in real estate. Be a leader and be a servant to your community. Help people with information so that they get the facts and understand what's going on in a market. So we talked about the number of realtors that are in today's market, and we talked about veteran realtors who maybe have 30 years of experience, but because the market has become tricky meaning there's not very much inventory and there are lots of realtors competing for that inventory, some people have gotten a little shy or gun shy and don't know how to navigate the market and also the technology. To be a successful realtor, you have to have a plan. What is your why? Why do you want to be a realtor? Is it because you have a family to support? Is it because it looks easy? Is it because you want to create another business opportunity? I have found that the most successful realtors come into real estate after having another profession. In fact, they were executives in business. They understand how to put together a business plan, a budget, a time commitment, and keep track of their time and have follow-up with their customers. Follow-up is key in this business. So if you have experience in business and you have a dedication to help other people, I think it's a great time to be a realtor. Because there are over 30,000 realtors that are members of the Fort Lauderdale Beaches board, I always believe that there's a lid for every pot. And that means that you can align your values, your lifestyle, the things that you like to do with buyer's needs and with seller needs. Because there's nothing worse than getting in a situation with a customer that you have nothing in common with. So continue to be an independent leader, servant, and continue to surround yourself with people that you can learn from because this business changes rapidly. The technology alone just comes barreling down the pike. And I know many realtors who simply don't want to keep up. It's frustrating. And it is frustrating because the systems change, the databases change, They become more user-friendly, but it feels like change. And people don't like change. We went through a recent conversion at Coldwell Banker, which is really benefiting all of the realtors there, but I can tell you it was painful. It was painful to think that all of a sudden I had to change my client relationship database, change my website in order to get more business. But you know what? Change is good. Change is good as long as it makes you better. So keep an eye towards continuing education, keep an eye towards your goals in real estate, and don't worry about what other people are doing. There's plenty of business to go around for each of us. The good realtors will survive. Probably the number one tip that I have is to present information to your audience. And who is your audience? Your audience is a buyer, a seller. Your audience is your friends. Your audience is other realtors. So when you present information, present timely information. What's going on in our market? How can you benefit the buyer, the seller, or the customer by using your services? And instead of talking about how great you are, because realtors are known to talk a lot, talk instead about the value that you bring to the transaction. And talk about the value in each transaction or the transactions that you're currently working on. People can relate to that. They need examples of what you do to help the public succeed in their acquisition or their sale of their real estate property. The other thing I like to do is to make sure that the video is short. People are always in a rush these days, so they're on a schedule. Please make your video less than 90 seconds. And make it compelling at the beginning so they'll watch the entire 90 seconds. Outline the topics you're going to talk about and know those topics so you don't have to worry about using a video monitor, and you can talk conversationally with your customer, your friends, and people you don't even know yet. Do videos in places, we're in Florida for gosh sakes. Do videos in places that scream, I want to live in Florida. Whether it's in front of the water, or whether it's in front of a restaurant, or whether it's in front of great shopping, a sports stadium, or those kind of situations, know your audience and what they're looking for, and play into what they're looking for to your benefit. And then finally, place videos that you make in areas where you know buyers are coming from. The MLS today collects data on where buyers are coming from. You can simply call the board to find out that most of our buyers these days are coming from the Northeast. You can even pinpoint it into zip code within the state of New York, for example, and drop videos into that area. We know that people are selling $1 million condos that are one bedrooms in New York City, and they are harvesting that money in Florida with real estate. I'm here to help you with your video. These are just some suggestions. I've got many more. If you need help with your videos, give me a call. My name is Gary Lanham. I'm with Coldwell Banker, and I can be reached at 954-695-6518. Thank you.